Hey VC, welcome back. It's the Zonk Man. Hello YouTube. I've made it back, and yes, this is Vinyl Tag 2023. It's another one of those videos. I can't say, why I haven't made a video like the whole month of December or whatever it was. Just procrastination. Oh, I should make a video about this. I should make a video about that. And I just never do. So it's easy to, let's reset. Happy New Year. Hope everybody out there is doing good. If you're interested in starting to make videos that you don't make videos, the Vinyl Tag is a great way to start a YouTube channel on showing you records. It is not what I did, but anyway. I forget the first one I participated in. Probably 2020, the beginning of 2020. Anyway, the past videos, I've had issues with the sound and stuff like that. Hopefully that's not going on here. Hopefully you can hear good. And we're going to get on with it because I'm already a minute in and we need to get rolling on this. Not be too long, even though it's 20 questions. Vinyl Tag 2023. Thank you, Rob Walker. Let the music play. He's the one that's came up with these questions. Also, hey, shout out on my shirt here. Hot Poop. Washington State's, what does that say? Oldest independent record store. And the date is like November 5th, 1973. Thank you. Another Rob. He said I look like the owner. Granted, I don't know when this was for the owner. He was probably out there, and it was probably before this beard got all crazy. So another shout out to another Rob for hooking me up with this shirt, Hot Poop Records out of Walla Walla, Washington, the oldest one in the state, or so they claim. I don't know for anybody that's in Washington. The reason he was able to get me this kick-ass T-shirt was his daughter graduated from whatever university is close to that. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, all right. So we got a little record store shout out in there. Let's get on with the Vinyl Tag. First question: favorite new release of 2022? How about King Buffalo? This is the King Buffalo channel. Regenerator. Kick-ass album. I'm going to use this for as many questions as I possibly can on this. It has been, and I can't say that, it hasn't been given any love. It's been given some love. It's awesome to see other people in the VC raving about some King Buffalo. So we're going to start off right there. All right, second question. Last band you saw live, and I want to kind of lead into the story with this. The Mrs. Zonkman, the wife and I were coming back from anniversary beach trip late October, and our friends notified us. They're like, hey, we're taking our daughter to see this band, and the husband couldn't go, so they asked if I wanted to be the replacement for that, and I said, oh yeah, because it was some Greta Van Fleet. This, of course, is the Battle of Gardens Gate, which came out in 2021. Everybody should be familiar with that. But another act that also opened for them that you wouldn't have ever thought. Duran Jones and the Indications. This is a private space. Also from 2021, I do believe. And it might be a little glare there because that one's still in the shrink. So awesome to see them live, man. And did not know that that's who was going to be opening for them. So thank you again, Chrissy, Jason, and Dakota. That was an awesome show, awesome experience to go with you guys too. Number 3, first album was the best. And this is always hard for me because I don't like to do artist rankings and all that other stuff, but this just kind of came up. Montrose, some good old Ronnie Montrose and Sammy Hagar on vocals. This is just a kick-ass album. Good Rockin' Tonight, Bad Motor Scooter, Space Station Number 5, Rock Candy. This is killer. and I couldn't think of anything else. So, and I just want to say, you know, that basically your best album is your first album. So, but I do not have anything else from Montrose in the collection. Question number 4, hat trick. So basically show vinyl, CD, and cassette on one album. And I only have one of those because of the cassette. So, here it is. Boom. Jim Morrison, The Doors, An American Prayer. This, of course, was a posthumous release. It's got a little bit of book action in there. Anyway, if you're not familiar, killer stuff that they did afterwards where they put his poetry to the Doors music. And, oh yeah, I got to show the rest. Boom. There's the CD. And boom. There's the cassette. An American Prayer. Boom. And this was probably the first purchase. I have this cassette. This is probably rare that this was salvaged. That I probably bought in 1990 as a young lad. All right, 5th question. We got to keep rolling here. Sorry, I'm trying to... I could tell stories on every single piece of music just to run it out. Number 5, album that starts and ends with the same letter. And I just stumbled across this, skipping through the bins. Big Head Todd and the Monsters. New World Horizon. And there's no G, so we got an N and an N. This, of course, is a 2017 Big Head Todd album. This is the last thing they put out. They need to get some new work because they've still been touring as soon as stuff opened back up from the pandemic. Because Mrs. Ockman and I saw them in 18 and 19. We were about to go to a 20 show, and we actually just didn't go. It was right before the craziness. But then they've been back. They're coming back again in early this year, already to the area. So, and Mrs. Oakman said something about going to see them. All right, let's get her back out there. All right, question number 6. Born the same year as you, and this is kind of weird. You have to look up musicians that were born the same year. But this is kind of a sad one. That could be another question on this list also. But I am showing the Foo Fighters, and Taylor Hawkins was born February 17th, 1972. The Zonk Man was also born in 72. But unfortunately, he also passed away last year. Everybody should be familiar with that tragic events there. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's. Next question. Sorry, I try not to get too upset there. All right, number 7, most listened to album in 2022, and we're gonna pop out with some more King Buffalo. Acheron. This is the album that came out late 2021, but I probably did not get the vinyl until January of 2022. So I'm going to say that this is the most listened to album, even though we have the other release that was 2022. This is the one that they did in the cavern. They actually recorded in the caverns in New York State. Killer stuff. I told y'all we was going to go crazy with King Buffalo. Now we're going to say most listened to artist in 2022. What do you think that's going to be? How about some more King Buffalo? Let's just show another record. The Burden of Restlessness. And this was a 2021 release also. All right. Don't worry. There's more than just King Buffalo here. But there is a plethora of King Buffalo. Boom. Number 9. Australian band or artist that you've been listening to. Man, stoked to get this year. Dune Eater. And what this is, and then this is also Planet of the Apes. And it says right there on the hype sticker, Australian stoner desert rock. Ripple Music. I am not a fan of split albums. But with an opportunity to get some Dune Eater, I jumped on this immediately. And it was split with Planet of the Apes, which is also a great Australian desert stoner. And that's the series for Ripple Music. Turn to Stone Chapter 5. So you got to have your stoner. So Australian double. And in fact, why do a double when you can do a triple? So I'm going to show another Australian band that I was introduced this year. And this is, I don't even know how to really pronounce that well. Datura 4 and Neanderthal Jam. This is also some killer stuff. Yeah, man. Desert stoner rock from Australia. All right, number 10. Surprising purchase of 2022. Where did that go? I have misput something. Where are we at? Uh-oh. What did I do with that record? Man, I am not going to pause. Oh, there it is. Whoa! There we are, 11 minutes. All right, let's keep rocking. Surprising purchase for the Zonk Man, Caleb Caudle for Scythia. Now, this is like country folk singer-songwriter. Great stuff. Exclusive Blue Ridge vinyl. Not really my wheelhouse, but Forsythia, that is basically the flower that is the county that I live in is named after. Forsyth County, here in little old North Carolina, in the United States of America, close to the little old town of Winston-Salem, Mr. R.J. Reynolds Tobaccoville. So, this is actually a great record, and I don't know anything about him. He has performed in the record store here in town, but I don't know if he's specifically local. He might be more regional for us. But awesome and a surprise pickup for the Zonk Man in 2022. Number 11, artist or band complete on. I don't really claim to be complete on anything. A lot of people were cool. They were showing one, if a band had out one record, you know, they got one album out. I'm complete on it right now. Well, I'm going to do something close to that. It's 2 records, and it is The Who. And if you're not familiar with The Who, this is the Gehrig 2022, and there may have been like an EP. See, I'm already telling on myself that it actually came out in 2018. This is Mongolian, like throat vocals rock. And this is the new album from this year, Rumble of Thunder. Man, this is kick-ass. Black thunder upon descent on earth bestows peace to all on unlit world. Killer stuff, man. It shows them on this album. This is a new one. I only spun this a few times. Shows in their actual text, their native text there. So killer stuff, killer stuff. Stoked to have that, and we'll say I'm a completist on The Who, which is HU as of right now. All right, number 12. Oh, no. Yeah, 12. Great run of 3 albums. You know where we're going with this. King Buffalo! Boom. 2021, Burden of Restlessness. Boom. Acheron. 2021 into 2022 for the vinyl. And 2022, King Buffalo Regenerator. Bam. The trifecta. Oh man, it's great stuff. I love King Buffalo. If you didn't know that already. Everybody should be into King Buffalo. Everyone. Everyone in the VC. Everyone in the world. All right, 13. 80s soundtrack. This is cool, just kind of something different. There's no King Buffalo on an 80s soundtrack. Jewel of the Nile with a little Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, Danny DeVito. I decided to show this just because of the cool cover. And the tune on this was Billy Ocean, the popular one. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. So killer 80s movie, and I guess you'd say okay soundtrack. That's not a deep dive soundtrack for sure. Number 14, we lost them in 2022. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of artists in 2022. I picked the Maestro, Vangelis. This is a 2021 album. And I believe the vinyl actually didn't come out until 2022. Juno to Jupiter. And of course, you know, we're all familiar with the soundtrack stuff. Chariots of Fire, Blade Runner, 1892. Just killer stuff. All right, let's keep her rolling. 15, a disappointing purchase in 2022. So this is kind of hard for me. So I'm going to throw this out here and see what I get. What kind of reaction? John Lennon, Imagine. And you're probably like, what? Disappointing purchase. I did purchase this very, very discounted based on the condition, on whether it was going to be okay to play or not. But literally on Imagine, there are 3 loops and 1 skip on that one song. So that's kind of I definitely have to get another copy of that in the collection, but we'll use that for the disappointing purchase. Okay, here we go. Space theme album. We're back. Ha ha! King Buffalo! Dead Star. This was an EP that came out in 2020. Killer stuff, man. We're just continuing on with the King Buffalo. All right. We're going to wrap this up. 19, show some VCLT or present. Some VCLT. I was very lucky and fortunate to get some VCLT from Greg, 3 Dimensions of Music. Thank you very much. Still overwhelmed and blessed to get some stuff from you, Greg. This is just a couple I'm showing. More Hot Rocks by the Stones. Leonard Skinner, One More From the Road. And I think actually in the video when I thanked him for the VCLT, I think I said one more from the road, for the road. So yeah, One More From the Road. And there was some other great stuff in there too. Billy Cobham, Larry Carlton, some Al Jarreau, and there was great stuff. Thank you again, Greg. Appreciate it enough. Now, number 20, here's the last question. Show an album released in 1973. So this is basically what's going to be celebrating 50 this year. And this is what I'm showing for this. Try to keep from knocking this stuff down. And I didn't succeed. There they go, the records. All right, this is Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies. Everybody's familiar with this. No, this is not a copy with the dollar. I got a nice, well-loved copy here, Alice Cooper. So, we are going to clean this up. That's all right. They're just records. They'll be fine, man. They'll be fine. They're just records. Hey, the survivor over here was King Buffalo. What was he even doing on the floor? I have no idea. All right. Everything's good. Everything's calm again. All right, that's Vinyl Tag 2023. Comment below. Say whatever you want. Give those old man a bunch of crap about not making videos or that I showed too much King Buffalo, man. It's whatever, man. Let's communicate, you know. As Mr. Weinbender said, we're going to rub them elbows, man. All right. This is plenty long. Get it under 20 minutes. Thank you, VC. Peace.